Hey guys, Tara here. Welcome back to the video in GT Racing. This time, I think it's time for a turn back to normality. I mean, we've had all these crazy races recently, so I think it's time to actually go back to some traditional races. I mean, I've had these two races saved for a while. I was going to put them out a while ago, but then all these crazy stunt races happened, so these two were just on the back burner for a while, but I think it's time to finally get them out. We had a decent start though, although we are down to 10th. I think we started in about 8th or 9th, so once again starting towards the back, as we always do. I think that definitely has to be a part of this series now, starting at the back. That's just what happens in the races that I end up showing. Although this race, so far, does look to be going around a bit of the track that I know. I mean, if you've been talking to me for a while, you'll know that my favourite race in this game is Cyprus Bumps GP, which follows this area of the map. So I see you're going from, what, 9th up to 3rd now, challenging for the lead. So my track knowledge of this part of the map is actually really good for once. You know, diving on the inside of that Felser, in fact I get a bit good on there. Oh, it's the Felser with a massive wing on the back of it. Remember when that spoiler was the one to use? Yeah, that was a very long time ago. Now we're going into the lead, so using our track knowledge of this area very well indeed to actually get up now into the lead past the giant spoiler Felser. Of course, now in the lead, don't need to push it all too hard. Now we've got a bit of a gap to the car behind. I didn't quite see what it was though, although it is gaining on it, so it probably is a prior, knowing sports car races to go a bit deep into the corner there, just avoid the barrier there. You know, just looking at it, I was surprised it is a prior with also a massive wing on the back of it. In the prior, well, that's in the lead, so of the actual sports car, so this LG, the white one, is the effective leader, even though it's in a second place for what I'm calling it. So it's like we're coming back now. Surely there's not much longer left of the lap now. We've come back near to where we started, and this must be the effective back straight. I was going for the curb because I have no idea where I'm going on this race. I'm just going to follow everyone else for this first few laps to actually get some knowledge of the track. And going up now to what should be the second to last corner now. We go for a dive up the inside. Take a bit of a tight line there because I'm just instinctively going for overtaking moves as if it was contact racing, because for my F1 stuff and all that, I'm just like used to contact racing. There's a bit of a wiggle on there through turn 1. The LG not feeling too great through the first corner, but better than that Pariah, which drops back down now to P3. So now the LG is actually in the legitimate lead now of the race. We take out this sign once again, running out a bit wide there. That's going to cost us time, trying to carry too much speed there through turn 1. Let's get the white LG bit of breathing space behind us now. Here comes this Pariah once again. They're coming to breaking off this right hand, once again taking a tight line there at the inside, just instinctively going defensive once again. It's just ingrained to me to do contact racing lines, even though you can just drive through every other car in this race since it's a non-contact race. But I think we're actually gaining back on that white LG front. We've ditched the Pariah for now anyway. I mean, around these corners, I think the LG might have better traction than the Pariah, but the Pariah just has so much straight line speed that it usually doesn't matter. But on this part of the track, I mean, should be where we have the advantage. Although the white LG in front is still just leaving us for dead, although we are in a kind of no man's land now, and for P2 and they're coming down the brake for this corner. Once again, you get airborne there, completely miss the corner, come flipping over the barrier there. That's wrecked the car now. It's completely flipped out there. And that's going to dump us down to 6th, 7th, 8th, is it? No, just 7th. We get up past the mighty wing Pariah once again. Actually, one of the best tier GTS in front of us. You never see these in race anymore. I mean, well, if you had a crash, I wouldn't have seen this thing in the first place. Like, we're already back up into 4th though, so it's been an okay recovery considering what just happened. I have no idea what happened there. They're going for the same line as last time. I mean, I just maybe hit a bump there that was on the hill or something and just got completely airborne there before the braking zone. And well, that completely ruined any chance of me winning this race. Well, I didn't think, well, I could have caught the LG, but the LG just completely gone into the distance now. We get an okay run there around the final corner. We're going on now to what should be lap 3 or 4. I think there's 4 laps in this race. It is now lap 3 for to try and get a good line here. So turn 1 of them actually end up spinning out here. We completely lost it there once again. I mean, with the damage now, I mean, look at that, the rear left wheel that's got quite a bit of camber to it now. It's dropped back down now into P6. So for this race, if we can get a P5, top 5 finish, I think that's probably the best we could hope for. I know I've been saying that a lot recently, can we get a top 5, but that just seems to be where it's at for most of these races as well. Hopefully with the damage on this LG, it might be actually a bit of a challenge to get anywhere close to the top 5. You can see the cars in front of me just pulling away now into the distance. So thankfully though, it isn't flipping out over the curbs, which cars usually tend to do when they get quite a bit of damage, although we've still got a bit of a gap to close to the cars in front. And we've got that bestie GTS of all the cars right in front of us once again. Does that thing have a spoiler on it? I don't think it does, so it doesn't get a traction bonus or anything. You can see how much we are gaining on it, so that's going to be a free position there. So if we can just get ahead on the bestie GTS, and that'll be back us now into the top 5. Now going for the Carbis line. Now I've got to find some pace. We do, the GTS takes out a pole, and now we get up now into P5. Can try and get the corner right this time, coming into the corner of doom. The heavier braking now from the corner of doom. Can we get it right this time? Yes, we do. Pretty much near perfect in all things considering how we've done it so far. We left that bestie GTS now for dead. I catch up to the car in front of it. Actually, it's the white LG. The car that was in the lead is now just right in front of us now down to P4. They must have had some sort of mega mistake, even worse than us flipping ourselves out. So I don't know what happened to them. Anyway, now just going for all the Kirby's lines out, just following their lines there once again. Just trying to find anything that we can to try and gain on them. And they're coming up now into the second last corner. You can try and take a better line to that corner this time. Go with the inside line there once again. Once again, just taking an instinctive inside line. You can see that doesn't work out for us there. We lose time there and drop back behind the LG once again. Now then, coming up now to the final lap of the race, lap 4 of 4 in P5. He's trying to keep switching now, running everywhere, give it a slide on there. The footage cuts once again, because my footage just loves to do that, but we did end up doing a synchronised spin there with the white LG, but they got going a bit quicker than what we did. So now we're back down now into P8. So this race is just going worse by worse every single lap, and taking lines like that, it's not going to get any better for us. So I think there's definitely no chance of us actually getting the top 5 now. Although there's a few cars in front of us here, all making mistakes, and we've got a Pariah, Comet SR. Get back in front of them now, back up now into P6, is that? And now we've got once again, surprise, surprise, the Bestia GTS is back in front of us once again. And here comes this sort of Comet SR though, because the Comet SR I think is the second fastest car in the sports class, only second to the Pariah. So it's still dominant car now, going for this cheeky corner cut line here, but more of a curvage line. I mean, that line, I mean, it's been staring at me all race. I just had to do it at the end to take the risk. I mean, we're already down here, so why not take the risk and get a bit of a slide on there though? We're still there. We're still in P5, so we're still where I wanted to actually finish in this race. So we have had some good pace in this race. We've just not had the luck to go with it. Now coming in breaking now for the corner of Doom once again. A long time to miss the corner completely, smacked into the wall, and now going to drop back down to P8 once again. The Bestia GTS is now back in front of us once again. I mean, this is definitely going to be a race to forget coming up to the finish line. I mean, I'm surprised the leader hasn't actually finished yet. I mean, we've lost so much time in this race. Surprised the leader still hasn't actually finished yet, and I think P8 now, especially since coming up to the straights, and the straights aren't the LG's best point. Now just going for the coastlines, just trying to find any time that we can, because maybe possibility that we try and get some more position for you and just avoid the trailer, so pinpoint accuracy on that racing line, unlike the corner of Doom. Taking a better line though into the final corner that time, but still coming up the finish line. We could have been on for a podium position at one point, but it's going to be P8, and definitely a race to forget was this one. Now then, coming on to the second race, we're in the LGs once again, this time starting actually a bit further up I think, although we're still near the back. I mean, it's just a wider grid, so we're closer to the front this time at least. We should get a decent start, so maybe try and get some redemption in this race now. With the LG now got 5 laps of this track, and just a little bit of a technical track hit into the wall. They're going to go for a wall ride, and we just managed to save that though. We dropped down from what, P5 down to P10, so it's not been the best ultra race, but at least we are facing in the right direction. Oh, this looks like to be a very tight race here. They're going down to this hairpin, so definitely the traction of the LG will definitely come in handy here. I see someone there is actually in a Flash GT, so I don't know if they have good traction or something, but I mean they must do for someone to actually choose that car. Let's get back up now into P5, so we're back ideally where we want to be. I think that's where we started near enough. Now getting some decent lines here around this track. I mean, this track is definitely a very tight technical race. To take out a sign, I have no idea where I'm going on this first lap. We get a good run on this car front. If we are gaining on them, you know, pretty much neck and neck there, since it's the straights on this track. We're actually pretty short now, going for the nice line there on the inside, get a bit of a wiggle in there around the final corner, so we lose a bit of momentum there, but still nothing to worry about at this early stage. We're going to break for this corner once again, can try and get right. No, he's a spin out there for no reason there. The car doing a wall right there, straight back past us. We can't even get 10, haven't got the time cycle to get 10. That's been a horrible second corner there. We dropped down from 5th down to 15th. We just dropped 10 positions. They've got a Pariah there in front of us, and the Pariahs on this track definitely won't be able to flex their straight line speed advantages into the wall there once again. This has been a horrific lag from us. I think this lap could be any worse. I'm surprised we're not actually in last place, unless last place isn't actually going anywhere. I think we're in legitimately last place. We find a way that these have one code. We've got a Pariah back here, so this Pariah definitely doesn't have a good race, so they get a bit of fire in there. I mean, the Pariah does have a lot of power on a track like this, and definitely can't actually use that power, they just can't put it down. We get up now into P12. Honestly, if we can get close into the top 10, I think we'll be doing good for this race, given the horrific run of form we've had in the past race and this race as well. Now until lap 3 or 5, so we're coming up to the halfway point now of the race. Can we get around this corner this time? Yes, we do. Don't spin out for no reason that time. There's another Pariah, so we managed to find the way up there inside. Of course, with the channel speed advantage, they'll still come back us a little bit. And then we've got a Flash GT, the dominant rally car. So I don't know what that's doing in this race. I mean, it's a rally car, so it must have some good traction, I would have thought. Although it is a Ford Focus, so it's probably not going to be the best car in the world. And now we still get now into the top 10, so we're where really a minimum I want to finish, but still I think there's a chance we could try and get some more positions if we can just stop making these silly mistakes and hopefully not spin out for no reason again whatsoever. Now then, coming around the second last corner now into the main with the back straight once again. And for the coast edge, just trying to find any time that we can, because any time we gain now could be crucial. There's a car right in front of us here. It's another one of the the Fiesta's navigated now into the top 9. And now it's unfortunately cut out a little bit, but nothing happened. Actually got around the first few corners, was fine once again. Yeah, then coming up into the head, and there's a whole gaggle of cars. I mean, this might even be all for a podium position here with all these cars here in front of us. I mean, it must be at least, what, 5, 6, maybe even 7 cars here in front of us. And if we can just keep up the momentum, keep the consistency going like we actually have throughout this past few laps, we might be able to gain on them. But saying that, we just completely spin out there once again. I mean, I just jinx myself all the time, don't I? And then now that Ford Fiesta just goes straight back past us now. Actually, there goes another LG now. We're back outside the top 10, so you've got to have a mega lap here. They actually get inside the top 10 and actually get some kind of respectable finish to this race. These past few races have just been an absolute nightmare. I mean, these races did actually happen before all these stunt races, so it's not even that I'm not used to normal races. These happened before, so I'm just being terrible at these races. It's definitely not the best races for my driving style, and seemingly not the best races for the LG either. No, we're just doing battle here. Three-way fight now to try and get into the top 10. Also got 2 LGs and then that Ford Fiesta out in front. The Flash GT, which he is pulling away from us. It looks like it does have some decent traction to that car. And we're still outside the hot lane, trying to find some good lines here around the final few corners now, trying to keep the power down. Pinpoint out once again, just avoiding that sign. Hitting the apex perfectly there. And find a way inside, having just full commitment there. Around the second to last corner now, down this main straight now, just trying to use all the momentum that we've gained around that second to last corner. And getting a bit of a wiggle now, coming up to the final corner now. We've got to finish the P now. It's going to be a photo finish. Finish line. Where did we finish? I don't know. Did we get 9th? We're in the top 10, but where did we finish? Did we get 9th or are we in 10th? I couldn't quite see where we are. And we're in 9th. Just, I mean, look at that. Less than a 10th ahead of 10th place. So GG up to the line for them. And we've got Jojo taking the win in a neon. So, of course, it's a short race. All the electric cars would have some good pace in this race. So I'm going to check out my Discord server, which will be linked in the description down below, along with my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so definitely go and follow me, all of them as well. So leave a like if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you're new, and also hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.